while you were sleeping, right? Listen, my allergies are kicking my black ass. You see the bags I got under my eyes. I'm tired. I'm tired. But what makes me even more tired is this US and Iran ceasefire. Child, I trust this about as much as I trust a one ply piece of tissue from the gas station, right? And I got bubble guts while having bubble guts because I can't trust this man. You cannot trust this man. So at this point, apparently he wrote on social media, right, that all U.S. ships, aircrafts, I'm reading from Al Jazeera, okay, first of all. So all U.S. ships, aircraft, and military personnel will remain in place around Iran until the, quote, real agreement on a ceasefire is fully complied with. And warning of more conflict otherwise. What's going on? Hey, the luxury bucket list, how are you? It's been a minute. How you doing? Um, Girl, what is going on with that man that folks elected to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue? Yesterday we all were we're kind of happy that we did not go to Jesus Devontae Christ Deep Fried and Crispy, and today we not so sure. We not so sure. The luxury bucket list. I hope your travels have gone well. Yes, heartbroken because listen here. Do I need to call Colonial Penn? do do we need to get our affairs in order? Uh, you know, I need to know the important questions such as who is making the potato salad at the repast dinner. My soloist, who y'all gonna have singing for me, right? Who got the body? Are y'all gonna put me away real nice, right? Yes, you stay safe too, luxury bucket list. Absolutely. That is our prayer. That is our prayer. We praying to Allah. We praying to Jesus, Devontae Christ, Buddha. Uh, Listen, everybody. We all of them. Okay, that we can stay safe because it's a mess. So at this point, y'all, this deal is about it's holding on like a cheap $2 suit, like I said in the caption, because yeah, yeah. Amina, good morning. Girl, I mean, apparently he's been tweeting. I'm reading from Al Jazeera, right? And it's saying that he's saying that all U.S. ships, aircraft, and military personnel will remain in Iran until there's a, quote, real agreement on a ceasefire and it's fully complied with. And he's warning of more conflict otherwise. But I'm like, hold on now. What are the terms and conditions? Because, I just don't trust this man. I don't know about y'all, but I do not trust him. So, what are the terms and conditions? What is he telling these people that they have to comply with? Right? What's really going on? Now, at this point, Lebanon has declared a day of mourning. There were Israeli attacks that unfortunately unalived 254 people and injured more than 1,600, 1,165 in a single day yesterday. Right. This is according again to Al Jazeera News. Hey, Adriel, how are you? Um, I'm just kind of reacting to this news because this is insane. Again, this is all according to Al Jazeera, their live coverage on the Iran war. He's threatening action if Tehran fails to comply with this deal. This is all over that straight, all over this oil, all over this oil. Luxury bucket list, I believe it. We being lied to. Somebody is lying to us. Somebody lying, right? Somebody's lying. Now, he had said the other day that if this is what he said, now you can't trust that man, but if the strait were reopened, they were good, a 2-week ceasefire, there wouldn't be other attacks. But it's not giving good faith. I don't know about y'all, but it's not giving good faith. Amina, all they do is lie. Child, they open their mouth, they're lying. Is it closed again, the luxury bucket list? Oh my God. I can't blame Iran. Like, hold on. Wait a minute now. We're gonna put the toll up. You're not coming through. Iran said they want that 2 milli. 2 million per container. Okay, that's what they said. 2 million. You either pay it, and reportedly they were talking too, saying that Iran wanted some like reparations. Listen, get all the money you can. Okay. I mean, it's crazy because we're going to be paying for this war. Like, do y'all know how long we're going to be paying for this? Gas prices are insane. And they bomb Lebanon. Exactly. Gas prices are insane. The United States of Israel bomb Lebanon, right? I know last week my friends were talking, my friends in Atlanta were like gas prices were like almost $4 a gallon for unleaded. It's like, oh my God, where they do that at? I hate to think of how much they are in like California, because California's gas was high even before all this stuff. So I know y'all in Cali, baby, y'all hurting, y'all suffering for real, because there's no telling how much y'all paying. Gas is expensive. And I just the amount of money that we're all going to have to pay and spend on this is crazy. Like our children's children are going to be paying for this war. This war is costing us, will cost us billions of dollars. Those missiles are expensive. Okay, listen, expensive, and they're sending tens of thousands of military over there, ships, obviously, aircraft carriers. Um, Part of the reason why I'm talking about this is because number one, is the issue affecting us all. Number two, I don't really believe we getting the truth in social media, like the news, the truth of what's really happening, which is why I look at different sources, right? I look at Al Jazeera. I look at sources in India. Um, I know there's propaganda everywhere, but I, with good conscience, as a former journalist, cannot trust what's coming out of American media fully. I can't fully trust it. Not the way that man has sued news organizations and filed, lawsuits against the media. You can't trust it. So I'm here with the Black Ass News to tell y'all what's really going on. Now, apparently, an Al Jazeera media network correspondent was actually targeted and unalived. Mohammed, is it Wishha? I don't know if I got his name right. But yeah, y'all, this thing is continuing. That's the crazy thing. I think, we were all kind of happy. I mean, we thought maybe things were going toward a positive way, right? I'm not going to say happy is the right word, but we kind of were like, okay, I think things are, looking better. After that Tuesday 8 p.m. deadline passed, and this man announced that they had come to an agreement. But child, it's fragile. It's real, it's real fragile, right? So, yeah, this is kind of what's going on. Thank you all for commenting. Thank you, the Luxury Bucket List, Amina. Who else commented? Adriel, lovely name. Thank you all so much for commenting. But like y'all said, I'm convinced we being lied to. Somebody lying. And the somebody lying is at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But yeah, as I call it, the Secretary of the Alcohol Department, Pete Hegseth, what can you do, right? But I'll be coming out with more shorts today, talking about this, more segments, quick, hit news pieces, talking about this because this is crazy. At the same time, I'm hearing news that they're going to do like some automatic qualifying for the draft, which is crazy, crazy. Amina, girl, yes, I'm over here in Paris. I'm trying to stay gone, baby. I wish my family would just leave. I'm not even gonna lie. I really do. Like, I've been saying this for years. And, of course, people are gonna do what they want to do, right? Um, People are gonna do what they want to do. Hey, is it Daji John? Hey, unfortunately, I can't understand what you're writing, but hello. But you're right, Amina. Like, I was gone. How long have I been here? I've been here. It'll be 4 years officially in August. I've been in Paris, and yeah, I've been trying to tell people for years. They won't leave, and it's crazy because when you say it, Amina, like they. we might have sounded a little bit crazy to him, um, initially. But I've had people who have told me, people who have never even traveled outside of the U.S. who have told me they want to leave now with all this going on. And I have been saying this for years. If you've been following me on this channel, I've been telling folks to get out, get your number one, get your passport. A lot of our people do not have their passports. They don't have them. Like my family, like my children have them, right? And I'm like, y'all passports might need to be renewed. You need to stay on it, right? And even with my children, like initially my daughter and I were going to come here to live in France. I knew that I was coming here. I was trying to get my daughter to come here too while she was in grad school. She decided not to. And I realized that, you know, um, everyone has to follow their own path, right? And so I knew my path wasn't in the US. But, when we were out there like screaming in the wilderness to get your passports, to consider leaving, going somewhere else doesn't I'm like, don't man, I don't care where it is. It could be Mexico, it could be Cape Town, it could be, Ghana, wherever, just get out. And people were really thinking that we were like, we had lost it all. I think people really thought that. Like, why would you leave? And now, child, renewing their passports, keep them current. Yes, that is the first step, because if something really goes down, you will not be able to get your passport. And keep it current, keep it renewed. If you have not applied for your passport, you got to walk before you can crawl. And so I'm begging people to please get your passport. Get your passport, y'all. Please. If you don't have it, I think it's 60 bucks. If you qualify for any kind of government assistance, I believe it might be free. Honestly, I look, the way people's pockets are hurting right now, I'm not judging at all, because the way these job cuts are set up, child, look, we already know that who was it laid off 30,000, 20 to 30,000 people? Oracle, right? Oracle, 20 to 30,000 people. Last month, no, in February, like 92,000 jobs were cut. Okay, people's pockets are hurting. These gas and oil prices, even more hurting. So look, you got to do what you got to do. But if you qualify for any kind of, federal programs, and if you can get the cost of that passport reduced or at least pay less, please, it is an investment that is worth it. Okay, please pay that money. It's valid for 10 years. Get the book, not the card, right? Get the book, not the card. Have the ability to go. Think about where you might want to go. Okay. I've been preaching this for a couple of years now and telling people, like, please, please go ahead and get out. You're right. I mean, the job market is crazy. The cost of living is out of control. It's like, I can't afford to go back to America. Cannot afford it. I've gotten used to prices here in Europe, and I'm sure you've probably gotten used to prices where you are, Amina. And every time I do go back to visit my family, because my family is still there, like my mama is still there, my children are still there. So, of course, I go back to visit, and I'm just like, oh my God, my wallet is affected. It hurts my pockets, really, honestly, and truly. But it's designed to be a trap that keeps you there. That's what really is going on right now. So, but yeah, that is kind of like the latest, y'all, of what is happening now. And at this point, we holding on. We holding our edges. Okay, we holding our edges, our kitchens, right? We holding it all to make sure that this thing is gonna be okay. I mean, you're in Mexico. Oh yeah, the Gulf of America. Of course, is what he did. And when he also went to Venezuela and took over that government, and that was designed to mess up Cuba. Cuba is one of my favorite countries, honestly. I wish I could live there. Hey Gray Shine, hello. Yeah, what he did in Venezuela was definitely a move to hurt Cuba, and it has impacted that country. And we know, like, as Americans, that embargo has existed for like more than what, like 60 years, or definitely more than, yeah, like close to 60 years, right? Yeah. Um, and It was your first international trip? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, I have really good memories of Cuba. I was there 10 2017, 2018, and the people are just so welcoming. Absolutely. Grace, I'm from the US, Grace. I live in France, in Paris. But yeah, Cuba is listen, Canada is high. I grew up in Detroit. Like Detroit is like literally 10 minutes from Canada if you take the bridge. My mama lives 3.5 hours, 3.5 hour drive from Toronto from her house, right? And we, because it literally is a bridge and a tunnel to get to Canada. And you used to back in the day, not even need your passport. You can just go over there with your on your ID, right? But you can't do that now, obviously. You couldn't do that. I mean, hasn't been like that since like 9/11. But I kind of don't count Canada in a way either. I know they do have some programs though for people, especially in healthcare. If you just wanted to move, but Canada is high, high. Yes, Amina. All right, from the shy. Okay, are you from the Shy Town? Okay, listen. All right, absolutely. You got family in the D. Absolutely, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So so you already know Windsor is right there. If you're down in downtown Detroit, Windsor is right there. Okay, you drove from New York City to Canada. Yes, luxury bucket list. It's so close depending upon where you are, right? And especially were you on the Buffalo side of New York? Like that area? Cuz yeah, you just like I mean, it's real close. But yeah, Canada is definitely more expensive. But hey, at this point, Niagara Falls. Okay, okay, got you. I've never been to Niagara Falls. I want to go. I had a chance to go some years back on a trip, and I didn't go. And I wish I had gone. I really do. So you are a nurse. Okay, so yeah, they got some subsidies and things. They really are recruiting healthcare workers because they got a lot of stuff going on over there with their healthcare. And they've got some special programs they announced recently for those of you who might be in healthcare and might looking for a way out. It's so interesting because people look at coming to like France, for example, and the certs and stuff that y'all have and your licenses don't quite translate. So yeah, it don't translate. But, Canada is like, come on, right? Come on, come on. So it all depends on where you're going and what it depends on where you're going. Grace, I have not had my breakfast yet, girl. No breakfast, not yet. I haven't even had coffee. I just woke up, rubbed the sleep out my eyes. See, let me get on here on this YouTube and talk to the people. Let's see what's going on. But yeah, I love the fact that, some of these countries are actively trying to make ways for people to come. They've obviously got labor shortages. Canada has severe labor shortages in terms of dealing with their elderly population and all of that. When you're recruiting foreign employees or foreign workers, it is a way for you to shore up your resources because it's clear that they don't have enough people there to serve the need, right? So but yeah, Grace, I'm about to get my breakfast soon, get my coffee, maybe give me some oatmeal, some toast, maybe, you know, start my day. Yeah, yeah. But moving abroad, child, it's man, because I even got a question just last night. I was talking with someone and they were like, "Well, why did you move?" And this person has was in the US for about 6 months. They're here in Paris and they were like, "Why did you move?" And I think a lot of people often look at it like that and they say, "You're in quote unquote the best country. Why did you leave?" And I always explain to people that what you see isn't always what is the reality. Number one, I'm safer. I'm safer here in the US. I mean, I'm sorry, here in France. Girl, luxury bucket list, everything is fine here. People still, girl, people are worried. I mean, I think people are worried. Prices have gone up here a little bit. With all that's happening, child, these people are still like, Give me my croissants and my champagne." They don't, you know, this does affect all of us, right? But I think it's more so worrying about what's going to happen on a global economic scale. That's kind of like my worry, right? But yeah, um, yeah, everything in Paris is fine. It's everything is everythinging at this point. We're all paying attention to it. We're all looking at what's going on with the euro because that affects our pricing, right? It affects what, you know, I still get USD. I have USD. Okay, so I'm looking at all of it. Like, come on now. But yeah, things have gone up, but they go up here like a penny or two. Like when I go to the store, things are up maybe a nickel, a dime, you know, not anything extreme, but things are definitely going up. They've definitely gone up. So, but thank you all for joining me this morning. I'm going to get off of here, start my day, have me some coffee, have me some breakfast. You all have enjoyed the rest of your day. Thank you so much. The Luxury Bucket List, Grace Shine, Amina. Who else we got here? Who else commented? I'm going through the list now. Dodgy, is it Dodgy John? Adrielle, if you're still on, thank you so much. Thank you all for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, I'll do a few YouTube shorts and things, kind of updating you all on the situation. But just pray, listen, pray for us all, child. Pray for us all. Y'all have a good day. I will talk to y'all later.